I once watched a man lose everything because he mistook effort for strategy. He worked harder than anyone I'd ever seen, long nights, early mornings, yet nothing changed. Meanwhile, another man, less talented, less disciplined, rose quietly to power. That's when I realized something Machiavelli had whispered centuries ago. Fortune favors the bold, not the busy. We were taught that money follows honesty, patience, and hard work. But that was never true. The rich don't work harder, they move differently. Because in this world, effort is cheap. Awareness, that's priceless. You were trained to obey. Schools told you to chase stability, not sovereignty. They told you to play fair while someone else wrote the rules. Machiavelli warned rulers to keep the masses busy. So they never question who benefits from their labor. And look around. You're busy every day, yet going nowhere. Weekends, promotions, motivational slogans. These are the modern chains of control. Comfort is the cage that keeps you broke. While you wait for permission. The powerful move in silence, stacking leverage, building systems. They don't work for money. Money works for them. And the greatest trick of comfort. It convinces you that waiting is wisdom. That patience, not movement, brings reward. But fortune rewards motion, not meditation. I once met a man who could explain every market trend but couldn't afford lunch. He was brilliant but broke. Because intelligence without execution is impotence. Smart people drown in logic. They think so much about risk that they forget to move. They wait for certainty in a world ruled by chaos. The Machiavellian man acts first, learns later. He studies consequences through experience, not hesitation. Because fear disguised as logic, is still fear. Every empire began with someone who acted before they felt ready. So ask yourself. Are you waiting to be prepared? Or are you quietly avoiding the storm that could make you powerful? It is better to act and repent, than to hesitate and be devoured by time. Machiavelli. The rich don't avoid risk, they collect it like currency. Every action in life carries danger, even staying still. The broke man loses slowly through comfort. The bold man wins suddenly through pressure. Fortune, Machiavelli said, is like a storm. You cannot predict her, only endure her. The question isn't, is it risky? It's, can I survive if it fails? If yes, move. The man afraid of risk dies by inaction. The man who accepts it bends fortune to his will. And when the world trembles, the bold become kings. Power today doesn't belong to the skilled, it belongs to the seen. Machiavelli wrote, a prince must appear good, even if he must act otherwise. In our time, appearance is capital. You can be competent and invisible, or confident and paid. The world buys stories before it buys skill. So frame your story like a weapon. Walk like someone already respected. Speak rarely, but with certainty. Let silence build your myth. Because confidence without substance is manipulation. But substance without confidence is invisibility. He who controls perception, controls reality. The world isn't fair. It's filtered. So filter yourself like the powerful do. Most people fail not because they're weak, but because they're impatient. They crave applause before results. They confuse motion with progress. But boredom is camouflage. Under silence, growth compounds. The rich endure years of obscurity before they're called overnight successes. While the crowd claps for every minor win, the strategist is building something they'll all call luck. The war isn't between success and failure. It's between focus and distraction. Endurance, not brilliance, creates kings. You don't run out of money. You run out of patience. The poor sell time. The powerful buy it. Savings aren't greed, they're leverage. A man with no safety net can't think long term. Fear makes him desperate. Desperation kills strategy. When you own your time, you control your outcomes. That's the real wealth, not millions in the bank, but the power to say no without fear. Money doesn't buy happiness. It buys oxygen, the air you need to move without begging for permission. I've seen envy destroy more potential than failure ever did. The poor scroll through success until it poisons them. They watch, compare, and rot in bitterness. Machiavelli wrote, "Men judge more by the eye than by the hand." Social media has turned that truth into a weapon. Stop watching what others earn. Start studying what they build. Every second you spend counting someone else's blessings is a second you abandon your own kingdom. Envy blinds the strategist. Focus sharpens him. Forget manifesting. You don't think your way into wealth, you act your way there. Faith is built through scars, not affirmations. Confidence comes after risk, not before it. I didn't believe I could win until I started losing differently. Each failure became proof I was still in the game. Belief doesn't lead action. Action creates belief. The man who moves without certainty will soon move with conviction. Because life doesn't reward those who wait for motivation. It rewards those who move through fear and doubt. Money is not loyal to effort. It's loyal to value. You can work all day and earn nothing if your output is replaceable. But the man who solves painful problems, who removes chaos, saves time, or creates peace, will never need to chase wealth. The world bends toward those who make it easier to live in. That's the real secret. Not luck. Not charm. Not inheritance. But usefulness multiplied by perception. Be so valuable that the system cannot ignore you. And when they finally see you, act like you always belonged. Fortune is cruel. But she's honest. She gives herself to those who move while others wait. The rich aren't chosen, they're trained. The broke aren't cursed, they're distracted. The world doesn't reward the good. It rewards the bold. Power belongs not to the strongest, but to the one who endures the silence between storms. If this message hits something inside you, comment, "Aware." It tells me you're done chasing luck and ready to play the game of power consciously. And if you're new here, subscribe. Because this is Dark Side Psychology, where we decode manipulation, master perception, and teach the art of winning in a world built on illusion.